Happy Monday, everyone. It's Greg Dixon here, Shared Visions Unlimited Publishing and Marketing. And I'm going to explain a little bit about a special offer I have, my Golden Publishing Retainer Special. I've been helping people publish things in many formats for over 30 years. That includes video productions, online courses, websites, and much, much more. And in recent years, I've been doing a lot more with publishing books and online books, digital books, all forms, flip books, and and I've also been doing story productions. And in some ways, the how I got into media at all started with a desire to capture and share and tell family stories. So all of these things can be included in my publishing retainer special, and I'm going to go through a number of scenarios, a number of things that I do, and I'm hoping that you will find something that you want to achieve that involves some publishing where I can help. So let's get started here. I've created an article today that summarizes a lot of this. It's at sharedvisions.com, Golden Publishing, and you can visit on your own and check it out. So again, here, on the little banner there, the headlines are story productions, books, courses, blogging sites, marketing, and more. So yeah, so one of the things I've been doing recently, very recently, is I've been encouraging people to capture their family stories while they still can. So what this means to me is various family members have their time on this planet are not long, and sometimes they become ill, they can't tell their story. So I've been urging over the months before Christmas, I encourage people to go and use their smartphone, their phone, or whatever cameras, and try to capture the stories of their loved ones while they still can. And so I've been running a family story challenge in the last week to encourage people to do that. And I'm teaching people how to um, plan what they want to do, choose who they want to do the story for, go through and create a place to put it. I encourage people to use Google Drive to create folders and subfolders, and you get your whole family or me to help you upload things into these folders and organize them. Then the next step is to create a um, some actual story productions, which could be a bunch of things, and then publish them. So here are some of the places, some of the ways that you can share your family stories, and these are all things that I can help you with this publishing retainer. Is one of the easiest ways is a blogging website, like a family website. It could be somebody's name, like Joan Smith, or it could be the Smith family, or whatever it is, whatever your scope is. A website can be an easy way for you to share over time at something you can give more than one person access to upload articles. And also, I'm available. I can create and manage any site like that. In recent years, I've been doing much more with printing books. First time I got asked by Rocket Norton to help him publish a book 30 years ago. And we went through the process of getting a printer in Calgary to print the books. We did multiple versions. I've created ebooks out of that, and end up doing a lot more books for him and others since then. And the process is generally to format the book, upload into Amazon and Ingram Spark, and then create other versions. So that's the thing for in terms of family stories. Um, that's something to consider: audiobooks and video presentations, and a secure multimedia repository. I have a thing called the Life Vault, and it's really basically an online course or membership area, and you can have various levels of security for it. So it could be things that are just public. Anybody who signs up for it can view. You can have some things that are only restricted to family members, or you can have some maybe personal things. Like if you want to manage your legacy for your family, things like wills and power of attorney and representation agreements, all those things could be in a very highly secure. So that's something I have to offer. And here at Book Publishing again, there are all sorts of reasons why you personally might want to publish a book. It maybe it's always been a thing you want to do. You want to publish poems, you want to publish your stories, you want to maybe your family heritage. You could publish a book on that. Back to the story productions. Maybe you're teaching things. You have a valuable skill you want to share. You want to make life better for people. It could be, mothers. It could be families. Could be a business things. How to declutter. Any of those things. We've had authors with almost anything walk on in our door. So cookbooks. I enjoy doing cookbooks. One day I'm going to run away and take a cooking class in Italy or something, and we've done cookbooks along those lines. And yeah, so here's, I'm just going to go through some of the reasons, and maybe you can see if any of these resonate with you. It says why you might want to publish a book is leave a legacy, share valuable information, be entertaining. Yeah, the world, especially these days, we need to be laughing more, lighten the world, build your world presence, influence, and authority. What that is, that especially if you are wanting to build a career as a speaker, as a paid speaker, nothing helps more than starting with a book. A book is a good opening. It's a good calling card, a good invitation to get invited onto stages, podcasts, all that kind of thing to help you build your presence, influence, and authority. And if you want to sell things, a good way of promoting your stuff is again publishing a book. You become the authority in that, and if you structure the book properly, that can lead people to signing up for either for your membership programs or to buy your goods and services. So yeah, so here's, if you wanted help with the book, these are the things I've been doing with clients. And we help with the planning and assembly. Often people will come with their manuscript almost ready to go. That's great, but if you're just starting from scratch, I ran a encouraging series called Writing for Fun, and basically wanted people to just write whatever they wanted to write just for the fun without necessarily worrying about it. But if you've gone through that process and you're now ready to publish it, put it out so you can share to the world. I can help you with the planning and copy editing. I think that's needs some editing, and the editing itself, that's ironic. Anyway, preparing the manuscript for submission. The first time I had one of my story clients surprise me was we had done a audio interview, and I transcribed. I had a family. The person who hired me had collected all the family photos together, and I put together essentially a web presentation that included the audio recording, the photos, and the transcript. And Linda Hollander called me on a Monday and said, well, it's my dad's birthday on Friday and I want to give him a book. And I said, a book? That wasn't basically on my list of things to do. Anyway, so we scrambled to put together a book and had it ready for him for his birthday. And we subsequently refined it a little bit because it was pretty rushed. And then Linda said at his memorial service, she gave a copy of the book to everybody who came. Now, roll the calendar forward to now. I use Atticus for formatting books, and if somebody wanted a book, I can put together a book pretty fast in less than a week without much trouble. So I'm much better prepared for books than I was before. And for the most part, most of our book clients are self-publishing. and we help them with their journey to get the book uploaded into Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing and Ingram Spark. And so that, and we, some of our book clients have come to us because they've had a bad experience with a publishing house of some kind. Somebody they paid quite a lot of money to publish their book and put it out there, and then either they never saw any return, they never saw any sales, they didn't know what the sales were. It was out of their control. So for the most part, I don't do that. I encourage people to publish it in their own name, and retain all the money, all the rights, everything. And if they want to make a change to the book, they can pull it off and change it at any time. And you don't, it's harder to do that if you go through another publishing house. That said, for some people, publishing it themselves is not the way to go. And you would need to, it may be in your interest to get the book put together and send out query letters to publishers, book agents, and other places to get your book done. So it's relatively small number of people, but that's a possibility. And for example, one example of that came up recently was somebody who had written basically a textbook on a specific topic that would be taught in a university, and really for them is they need to approach a publisher that specializes in creating textbooks and selling into that market, because it's very hard as a self-published book to get into that market. So again, it all depends on what you want to get out of your book, and who your audience is and what your goals are. And that's why if you're interested in this, let's have a conversation, and we can plan for that. And again, here, back to similar to if you're going to go look for a book publisher or a book agent, if you're selling it yourself, you still have to get people interested in your book. And part of that is to write query letters, social media campaigns, approaching book resellers, booksellers, people who want to have you as a guest on their podcast, get the word out about your book. So I can help you with all of that. And back to the website thing, is an author website or landing pages to set that up can be one of the things you can do even before you publish the book, and well in advance. Betty Withrow and I sometimes say the time to start marketing your book is when you have a title, and create a landing page, create a campaign, get interest in it, get some pre-sales, get people to sign up to be proofreaders or whatever it is. All that stuff combines to creating a buzz for your book. So the next thing is video for all occasions. I was when I first wrote this article, I didn't mention video at all, and afterwards I said, "Holy smoly, video is such a huge part of what I do. So much, over the years, and even daily. Even this here is video, and I probably put some video out, 5 or 6 videos a week. So it was kind of surprising that I just left it off the list completely. And so if you go visit my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Greg Dixon 2007, there are literally almost 1,000 videos there. And I've got quite a few subscribers, and it's kind of an archaeological dig of almost everything I've been interested in and promoting for a long time, including many interviews with people, many music broadcasts, concerts, some stage productions, all sorts of stuff, almost anything you can think of. So a lot of it is just purely sharing information. Some of it's fun. Bill Allman and I in our band made 2 very quirky music videos. One is called "My Baby's Going to Jail for Christmas," and the other is says, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And both of those videos have had tens of thousands of views over the years. And so it's something um, that's part of the publishing thing, publishing and marketing. If you're going to create an online course or anything like that, video is a very key component to that. And also a key component to getting speaking gigs, key component to promoting almost anything. It's not the only tool, but it's an important tool. And here's another thing. If you have a book, if you come and you have a book that has some kind of benefit to humanity, to businesses, it teaches strategies, it has teaches approaches, helps maybe provide insights or anything that's useful, and it can be made into a course. I'm going to suggest that we take that content and then we make an online course and a membership. So the most effective way of selling information now is to have a portal where there's a bunch of recordings and text and video, other helpful materials, and then combined with some kind of online group coaching, where people can ask questions and go over the content. That combination, it can be just pure gold. And I'm going to encourage you, if you have a book with content that could be made in a course, I'm going to suggest that you do that. And one of the reasons I started with Kartra is it has a good online course component, good membership thing, lots of sales tools related to selling courses, and I'm going to really encourage you to do that. And it may not be from a new book, but maybe you've got a book that you've got out there. It's been out there for a while. If you want help making that into a course and membership program, let me know. We'll have a talk about it. And also the other way too, if you've been teaching things, you're a coach, you've been teaching how to do things online. Maybe that content, your video, your audio, your other things can be transcribed, can be coordinated, edited, and made into a book and basically published everywhere. So your insights to the world can be put out in multiple places. And another thing about a book is it's forever. Your book will outlive you. So yes. So a while ago, I created this thing called the Golden Publishing Sales Machine, and basically the steps here were to publish a book, publish a related online course and membership program, cross market like crazy, and use the content for promotion, including webinars. So all these things, if you follow many of the people who are making a lot of money online, you'll see that they're doing a variation of that. Webinars, especially in order to get people in, challenges, all sorts of things to engage people, and then they sell them something, which could be a book, could be a course, could be a combination of the two. And I bundle all this together under the Golden Publishing Sales Machine, and I can build this all of this stuff if that's what you want to do. So again, give me a call and we'll discuss how that might work for you and to do it. And uh, let's get going. So here's my Golden Publishing retainer offer. I'm going to say some of the projects I've done over the years have been very intensive and maybe worth tens of thousands of dollars. And especially some of the video stuff, I've got paid quite a lot of money for doing things, and they can be very time consuming. So I run the risk of offering too much for too little with this publishing retainer, but I'm going to, on the basis that most people have projects that can help a lot, that will take less than a month's work to actually get off the ground, and then what they need is an online support, online mechanism for keeping their offer and their content out in front of people. So let's say, for example, you want to do a family website. So the $388 would help do all the work to get it all set up, start collecting and editing and publishing the stories out on a family website or a personal website. And then the $88 a month would be to keep it up, keep it going for as long as you want, and also for help adding more content. It could be things like um, I create a little bit of content each month, or I help you. I use a WordPress website, give you admin access so you and your family members could all add things, and maybe a combination. I help edit it, help tinker, all of that stuff. And basically $88 a month gets you all of that. And you could be sharing your wealth for a long time. This could also work for something like a speaker's website, author's website, where you're wanting to promote your speaking business, um, maybe something else, all sorts of things. And uh, again, the retainer is by doing these things monthly is what starts off as a website. Maybe we could publish it the next month as a book through the various channels. Um, and maybe there could be some video series, video promotional stuff, all these things. The whole thing is consistency wins the day. If you have things available and you're adding to it regularly over time, you're going to have more success. So what's all this going to cost? My retainer, right? This special offer here is $388 for the first month, and then $88 a month, and that's designed so that it's a good way to try. Let's take a look at your project. And your project could involve almost everything that I talked about. It could be a book, could be some video, could be, say, a sales funnel, could be a website, and a blogging website. I must specify that the main reason I create a website is for blogging capabilities and taking advantage of the search engine optimization and Google search tools to get your stuff out there. If you're interested in discussing this some more, hit that button to discuss with me, and make a calendar appointment with me. And if you think you're ready to go, hit the golden publishing retainer button there, and then that'll lead to, then what we'll do is we'll have a meeting. We'll discuss what it is that you want to do, and then I'll put together a little roadmap about how to get there for you. It's to be customized for you completely, and then we'll just get going on putting the story production together, maybe the blogging website, and maybe do some video stuff. Whatever it is, we'll just get going on it. So this is a pretty sweet offer, really. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Let's go back out here. And yeah, so if you're interested in any of that, give me a call, make an appointment with using the button there. Again, the article that I was showing on the screen is at sharedvisions.com/golden publishing. There's a link in the show notes here to that. And if you have any questions, I notice a few of you are there online. Maybe just let me know if you have any questions for me. Any comments, and then we can have a little discussion. If not, I'll let you guys carry on with your day. So any questions at the moment? And have fun. Be kind and keep up a sense of humor, because we need it these days. Bye.